Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Destiny and this is the first of many stops on our European adventure. The plan is to drive from Frankfurt around Germany down to Austria, into Italy, around to France, and then into Switzerland, and then back to Germany. After reuniting with my husband in Frankfurt, we explored the city a little bit, and I once again made a map planning out where we would go and what we would see. The majority of the sites that we would want to see were in the Old Town, so we made our way walking through the city towards Old Town. Our first stop was to get some breakfast. It is so cool to see how many toppings they can put on a pretzel and what all they can do. So my husband and I both tried 2 different kinds of pretzels and it was delicious. The next stop on our tour of Frankfurt was to find the Romerberg, and this was such a picturesque plaza. I loved it, and we made sure to get a picture as well. A cool thing about this is that years ago, when my husband was still a teenager, he actually got a picture in this very same spot. Next on our list of places to check out was St. Bartholomew Cathedral, or also known as the Frankfurt Cathedral, and it was really cool to just see the architecture on our way there and then actually seeing this beautiful red stone cathedral. It was just very beautiful. Both Jonathan and I love food and love going to little markets, so we had to check out this beautiful market. It was so crazy to see how clean and organized everything was, but also just the amazing variety of each thing in each of the stalls. So we walked through this whole thing and it was just really cool. We continued on to this Iron Footbridge, and it was just so cool to see how many people have put walks along this bridge, and it was just also a really cool viewpoint to see a little bit different perspective of the city. And then we got to cross the river and go check out the art museum, which I was so excited about. For those who don't know, I am an artist. I got my bachelor's in studio art with a concentration in graphic design, and so I have just always really enjoyed checking out new art museums. So we made sure to include the Stadel Museum, which is in Frankfurt, and it was huge and had so much to see. There was all kinds of different art throughout the ages. And of course, my favorite tends to be a little bit of the older stuff. We even got to see a Picasso. And that was the last stop on our Frankfurt tour. We then made our way back to where we had our car parked, and we headed on to our next location. Thank you so much for joining me on this week's episode. Please make sure that you like and subscribe, and remember, choose joy.